Now, when we talk about the whites and the blacks, like in the past, a couple of days I've been talking about like, okay, melanin as Africans, like knowing the value of our melanin. And when I mention blacks now, I'm categorizing every African person, every person of African descent all over the world. So whether you are born on the continent or outside the continent, or you're born in the Caribbean, like some of our people that were taken as slaves to the other side. So blacks, African people, people of African descent all over the world. You see, and even among the when you look at some communities, you also see people that are having this black or African complexion. Like when you go to Indian community and you go to some Hispanic or Latinos, you also see those traces, right? Or the Colombians and some other groups. So basically, it is a battle between the whites and the blacks, because when they see you and they see your color, they can easily in their minds categorize you. You see, they can easily tell whether you're in their own terms, whether you're smart, whether you're intelligent, whether you're well-to-do. It's a yardstick to rate whether you're going to be influential, whether you're going to be rich, you're going to be wealthy, or you're going to be a socialized person, somebody that people can reckon with and all that, right? So all those things are there, and they're not things that we can deny or be like, oh, they don't exist, so let's not talk about it. No, we need to talk about it. We need to really talk about it. Extremely important. Yeah, because if we do not, we're going to be losing on a lot of things, and humanity is not going to develop as it is. So yes, it's important we talk about it, and then we focus on how everybody will develop, and no one race oppressing other race, or somebody feeling like, oh, it's above others. But now we must put everything on a level playing field. Exactly. So that's part of my goals, to make sure we put everything on level playing field, because right now there's so much injustice, there's so much discrimination, there's so much racism, there's so much exploitation, like so many evil going on. For Africans, there's so many evil things done to us, and then they just putting them under the carpet, because they feel like, we can't even do nothing, like we're not powerful. So what are they gonna do anyways? What are they gonna do? Okay, but there's something we can do, and that is we come into the knowledge, we come into the awareness of who we are and what we have as a people. So I said the battle is a battle between the whites and the blacks. Very important. So now, what I want to talk about first of all, it is for us to understand that the whites, they are the conscious mind of the world. You see, the whites are the conscious mind of the world. I'm going to explain that. Why the blacks are the subconscious mind of the world. Now, what does that even mean? Maybe perhaps you've heard about the conscious and the subconscious mind. So when we talk about the conscious and the subconscious mind, we're talking about two major parts of the mind that actually affect everything we do as human beings. Like, you cannot function without your conscious mind, and you cannot function without your subconscious mind. But then there are some unique qualities with these parts of the mind. Like, let's start with the conscious mind. You see, your conscious mind, it is that part of your mind that gives you that present moment awareness. It is that part that is working right now as you're listening to me, as you're watching me. It is that part of your mind that is responding to your present moment, to your physical environment, to what you're doing, to what you're seeing. It is that part of your mind that is making decisions, present decisions, that is making choices, that is, okay, I want to go there, I will go now. I want to talk to this person, I will talk to him or her now. I want to do this, I want to do that now. You see, that is your conscious mind. So your conscious mind, it is the present time, or it is the now part of your mind that is always involved in activities connecting to your physical environment, making decisions, all those things. That is your conscious mind, right? Now, your subconscious mind, on the other hand, it is a part of your mind, it's very powerful, but just laying there, but powerful. Now, the subconscious mind is involved with things that have to do with like your memory, things that have to do with like your beliefs, like your very deep things, creativity. It is your subconscious mind that your basic functions, like breathing, like respiration, like reflexes, like basic things that you need, that you do for life. Your subconscious mind does those things because it is more into routines, like things that you're already used to. For example, driving, riding, bicycle, things that you've already learned and you're used to doing, that is carried out by your subconscious mind. Now, there's something that I want to show when we talk about these two minds. You see, your conscious mind will always depend on your subconscious mind, but your subconscious mind does not depend on your conscious mind. You see that? Again, your conscious mind will always depend on your subconscious mind, but your subconscious mind does not depend on your conscious mind. And that's where, that's the game-changing thing. Like, it is a mind-blowing, understanding. Now let me explain that. Your conscious mind, like for example, when you want to do something, or you want to make a decision, or you want to remember something, for example, like some of the memories that you've kept in your mind, it comes from your subconscious mind. It is from subconscious mind that those things come. Like maybe somebody asks you something that you want to remember, it comes from your subconscious mind. You see, if you're talking about your beliefs, talking about your responses, your behavioral patterns, whatever you're gonna do, your emotions, everything comes from your subconscious mind. The memories of things that you've kept in your mind for some time. So there's practically nothing you can do without your subconscious mind. Coupled with the fact that what is even making you alive as a human being, like things that you don't even think about, like your breathing, like your respiration, like your digestion, all of those things are done by your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is extremely important for your existence, for your survival, and even for your thriving. Right? Now, let's go back to where we started from. I said the white people in the world, they are the conscious mind, while the blacks are the subconscious mind. Now, what does that mean? Why do we even make this correlation? Let me explain. You see, the white people, they are the conscious mind, because when you see what these guys do, like, okay, they are always the one making noise out there. Oh, they are the ones like making all these so-called inventions. Oh, they are making AI, they are doing this. They are the one that are always making noise out there. Like, okay, they are doing this, they are doing that, right? So they are like what you can call like the active part of the mind. They're like, say maybe like active part of the world, like into all these physical things, right? Physical things. And that's what you see with the conscious mind. It's always connected with the physical things, with like your physical environment. You see, the thinking, the response to your physical environment, the connection with the physical environment and all that, it is done by the conscious mind. You see, so that's what you see with these white guys. So you see them like, okay, always making this, making that. Everything they are doing is about the physical environment, connecting with the world, with the earth, with all the inventions and all that, right? But when you come to the Africans, to the blacks, you see more of, we are doing our own on a low key, but very powerful. Africans or blacks people all over the world, even though they don't like make so much noise in making all these inventions or whatever, we know that, like I've mentioned before many times, that the blacks, they are the one behind the scene. They are the one running the show from behind. But then most times these guys do not even give credit to the Africans or to the blacks working with them. They don't give them credit. They are the one that they take all the glory, like, oh, we are the one doing it. But then people that are working hard day and night are the blacks with them, you see. So now the blacks, they are not directly like connected to the physical environment as such, but now to the spiritual environment, to the spiritual realm. You see, because the subconscious mind, it is connected to the spiritual realm. It is about, spirituality. It's about healing. It's about creativity. It's about the power in the supernatural. And that's what you see with the blacks all over the world. Whether you're on the continent of Africa or you're outside the continent, as black people anywhere in the world, you see, we have the same thing. I have seen many black people all over the world. We have the same thing that connects every one of us all over the world. Is this thing that I'm telling you. The fact that we are highly, highly spiritual. We are connected to spiritual realm. We are highly spiritually sensitive. And that's very important. We must capitalize on that as a people, because that is what makes us different from these guys. That is what makes us different from these guys. And that is also the fact that, like I've explained before, what you see on the physical, it is an expression of what is happening in the inside. What you see in the physical, like the color of your skin, it is an expression. Do you understand? It just shows you that there's something deeper inside that is connected to your physical appearance. In other words, the melanin you have on your skin, which is also present in your brain, it is in that part of your brain that is also connected to your subconscious mind. You see the power now? So, which means the more melanin you have on your skin, the more spiritual you are. There's a connection between the two. It's not a fantasy or we're just making an assumption or what is not real. It is scientifically proven. It is scientifically justified and hypothesized that the melanin on your skin is correlated to the melanin that we call the neuromelanin in your brain. And where the neuromelanin is seated in your brain, it is connected to your subconscious mind. You see the connections now. So naturally, any black person in the world will be a spiritual person. It doesn't mean any other person cannot be spiritual. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying it is an advantage for any black person in the world to be spiritual. You see, that must be your go-to, quality. It must be your go-to opportunity. It must be your go-to privilege. So, which means you cannot explore deep some spiritual things that you have, some spiritual potentials that you have.